I was introduced to the wraparound program by a referral from Melanie Austin with Habitat for Humanity, because I had just started the process of moving forward to get my own home, and I was not in the best of situations. The relationship I was in at the time was abusive. I have severe panic, I have severe anxiety, I have bipolar disorder, I have a severe case of agoraphobia. I was actually housebound for 4 years. It was still intensely painful just to walk out of my own home.
When we started this process, the relationship she was in isolated her and the children, and it was not a family unit of any sort. She had lost her sense of self, her sense of identity, her sense of self-esteem and self-worth, and realized that for herself and for her children, she had to end that relationship. And so once that happened, there was a 360-degree turn within the family.
They gave me the strength to stand up for myself and say this is the way that it should be. They didn't say I had to do anything in any way, shape, or form. They tried counseling that I had referrals to through the wraparound program, and the counseling didn't fix the relationship, but it did, fix my self-esteem enough to make this go forward. I'm working a part-time job that I actually enjoy.
There were days where she spent the day in bed due to her anxiety and panic attacks. She did not leave the house a lot. And so for her to polish up her resume, get herself out there, and to actually interview and apply for a job was a major step. Because she was working on this night shift and not being home in time to get the kids off to school and get them breakfast and make sure they were up and out of the house in time, that's where her team came in. They held her accountable for the things that she needed to get done. And if Athena said, "Oh, I'm just having a hard time getting this done," one of them would jump right in and say, "I'll help you. I'll come next Tuesday. Let's do it." And it was a real team environment.
Before the program started, most of the time the kids they'd go to school, they'd come home, Mr. Militant would make sure that they did their chores, and then they had to go basically to their rooms and stay silent. Now they've got their chore time. It's a reasonable chore time, it's a reasonable amount of chores. And we'll play video games together, we'll watch movies together, we'll cook together. I just got new spices just the other day, and Heather went nuts, and she hasn't stopped cooking. My oldest is 17 years old. He has a learning disorder, so he's always been very, very quiet, very reserved. And since I entered in with the wraparound program, he's become more vocal. He's doing better at his chores. He's doing better interpersonally. Brendan is smiling, he's happy, his grades are up, he's on the soccer team, he was on the basketball team. He has way more friends. He doesn't have the emotional problems that he had before. He's excelling. He's going above and beyond, and I've never seen him so emotionally stable. So it's fantastic. The house is going forward. Life is good. I have this thing where I have a hard time believing that it's really real. Even for all the work that I've done to it, all the work I keep doing for it, the fact that I go past the build site 2-3 times a week taking pictures of it, it's still hard to believe that it's real, and I'm probably not going to let go of my house keys after I get them for a good 2 years.